If we still were dividing people by sects, like we should be, sects, like we should be, one of the largest groups in this country would be atheists. By the USA Today poll, I think it was 22%, 20%. Even the lowest polls put it at 8%, okay? The next highest would be Catholics, and they'd be knocking around 20, you know? Then you've got all your divided up categories. And then abortion happens, a legalized abortion, and some very smart people, very forward-thinking people, decided we can never fight abortion if it's the Catholics fighting the Protestants, or fighting the Baptists, fighting the Pentecostals, fighting it. We have to get them under one tent. And there's a great book on this called The History of Free Thought. These are not my ideas. They pull this tent together and they kind of create the word Christian. And then Carter with born-again Christian really helps with the word Christian. So what they've really done is they've taken very different philosophies. I mean, Catholicism and Protestantism are very different philosophies, very different, you know, and they've pulled it together to make this term Christian, which are people that don't agree at all, and they say, I'm doing a Christian message. So Michelle Bachmann and Rick Perry, just 40 years ago, really recently, would have been terrified to speak about their God and their church. Because the second they said they were Baptist, the second they said they were Pentecostal, the second they said they were Lutheran, all the other people fall away. But now they've got this magic word Christian. If I were a political thinker, if I were someone that was interested in movements, which I'm not, I'm against them, if I wasn't for individual thinking, I would be one of those people who was saying, using a term like free thinker or open-minded. And I would be gathering this umbrella that included people who self-identify as agnostic, atheist, against organized religion. I would get the Wiccans in there. I would get as many people as possible. And I could probably pump that up to 25%. And then I would be also saying, well, you know, the Muslims are very different from the Jews, who are very different from the Catholics, who are very different from all of that. But what's going to happen, and because I'm not interested in tactical play, but rather in telling the truth, we are going to get theist to atheist. But you can't imagine, we can't imagine in 1965 a Baptist politician talking about religion and where they go to church if they have to use the word Baptist. It's using the word Christian that allows this craziness to happen. The problem is a movement of individuals is not going to have the muscle of a cohesive movement of people who believe they're right.
For while this year it may be a Catholic against whom the finger of suspicion is pointed, in other years it has been, and may someday be again, a Jew, or a Quaker, or a Unitarian, or a Baptist. It was Virginia's harassment of Baptist preachers, for example, that led to Jefferson's Statute of Religious Freedom. Today I may be the victim, but tomorrow it may be you.